What's going on, folks? Painless. Excuse me. You see the title is a little bit different, but I've been dipping and dabbing in a lot of material on YouTube, social media. And I've done videos like this before, but it was kind of like in passing, just, hey, I see something, I'll do it. I'll do the video. But I'm really going to try to nail this one down. Dating coaches, married dating coaches. And I'm speaking a lot more on dating. I did videos on dating apps, aka Plenty of Fish, POF, Match, Tinder. There's so many out there, but and I have experience with those. I've dealt with those. But you know, I've been listening to some dating coaches. You know, Alpha Male Strategies. Shout out to Alpha Male Strategies from Alabama. I've been listening to some other dating coaches. And not that I need coaching. It's just good. I mean, it's just information that I listen to pass time by. I may listen to them on my phone at work while I'm doing my work. I put my little headphones in and I do my work, and you know, it's just passing the day by. But you know, you pick up some good information. And me being a single guy, I mean, you all know my story. Hey, why not? Why not? But I noticed that some discrepancies that I think are kind of oxymoronic. A dating coach that's married. I'm hard pressed to kind of take advice for those guys that are in long-term relationships, that are married and taking dating advice. It's like dealing with a piece of software that hasn't been updated. You know, occasionally when you're doing something online and you get the notification, hey, you need to update your shit. Well, it's kind of hard if you're not out there really practicing. And my belief is that if you're married, if you're a bona fide married male, and you are in the industry or in the practice of giving dating advice to single men, that's kind of, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Because either one, you need updating, or two, you're out cheating by doing all these things, by practicing and maneuvering in order to give said advice to whoever's listening. That's why I don't, you know, if you're going to be, and I realize a lot of these guys that are on YouTube that are married and give dating advice, I believe that they are the ones who are really wanting something different. I mean, why else, if you've been married for 18 years, let me paint this picture for you. If you've been married for 18 years to a woman, and you have kids and whatnot, family, as married people, which is the only reason one should get married, is to reproduce and start a family. Otherwise, why get married? I mean, generally speaking. Why are you giving, what have you conjured up in your mind to say, hey, I'm going to be a dating coach and be married? I for the life of me, I can't wrap my mind around that. And again, this is an off-topic, you know, this is off-topic for me. But again, I've been dipping and dabbling in certain sectors, and this kind of being well-rounded in information, in these contemporary times. That's all I'm doing. But you know, many of y'all know me. If it's something that I'm going to sit down and do a video, it's kind of it's kind of sparked my interest. You know, I just don't talk about everything. So me doing this video, you should know that this is, well, damn, this must really spark Painless, you know, little interest. Is, you know, his intuition, his spidey senses have gone up. So, but yeah, I just don't understand married dating coaches. I also suspect that they try to live vicariously through their viewers' eyes. You know, that last bit of hope, like they still want to be in the game, but they can't because they're married now. And if they're doing the thing, if they are actively doing the things that they explain and purport to be and do, then they're cheating. I mean, why? Either you're cheating or your strategies need serious updating. I watched the video with Alpha Male Strategies, AMS, shout out to him. And this other guy, last name Williams or something like that, it's from a year ago and had O'Shea Duke Jackson. Me and O'Shea have some history. This is the same brother who got on, immediately did a video browbeating me, dragging me through the mud about my divorce and other things. Well, Duke Jackson, by the way, brother, I'm doing very well now. I live in a very nice townhome. I'm making exceptional money. I travel often. Many of you all see on my Facebook. I'm living my best life, brother. I don't know about you, but I'm just going to say that. See, men bounce back. Men bounce back. Men can get kicked down, but we bounce back. But anyway, I'm not going to deal with him. But I notice, you know, birds of a feather flock together. And I saw this brother. It was kind of him, O'Shea, and this brother, last name Williams, a married dating coach, by the way, against Alpha Male Strategies. And they did the same, you know, typical over-talking, ad hominem attacks, name-calling. And I appreciate AMS keeping it straight. Not really getting into that. Not really being sucked into the name-calling, but stating fact. Why are you, who have been married, you got kids, and I'm not speaking to this guy, but I'm just speaking about dating coaches. If you have kids and you have this queen, why are you giving what use do I have in terms of information that you're giving? What use is that to me from a married guy? Because again, either you're cheating or you need updating. I mean, are you telling me that your wife or your long-term girlfriend is okay without you, is okay with you going out here and doing experiments for the sake of giving single guys information? Bullshit. And the way you guys explain women, which I wholeheartedly agree that women are opportunistic, I get that, and I get it. Then by default, you're saying your wife is opportunistic, unless she's, she just is an outlier. She just stands so far out the spectrum that you don't see it for what it is. Or either you clump her together with women. And I just don't believe, I think this is a hobby for married guys. Again, vicariously living, being single. Now, me, I'm not against marriage. I'm not a MGTOW guy or whatever. I spoke on the past. I've spoken on MGTOW, and, you know, and I'm not against women. I do very fine in the department of meeting women, having sexual excursions or intercourse with women. I have no problems in that department. But I just don't see how taking advice from a married guy who's decided to step out the quote unquote game, which is what you guys sell, game. You guys, and let me just say this about dating coaches and this whole red pill thing, alpha thing. I agree with it 100%. I'm skeptical about hearing it from a married guy. That always strikes me. Like, everything else I agree with, and I've learned some things. In fact, it's kind of solidified or confirmed some things that I've already thought well before I even delved in this area of YouTube and social media, considering dealing with dating and marriage and all that kind of stuff. I've learned new terms. And now they make sense after they were explained by these guys. Even some of these, and let me just say this. These married dating coaches have said a lot of things that make absolute sense. But I can't get out of my mind, what is your motive? Is this a hobby for you? Do you ultimately want men to get married, such as yourself, as a married dating coach? I just think it's probably, I don't know. I just really don't know, man. It's crazy. Because me, Painless, if I find that queen, that one, after I vetted her heavily for at least a year or year and a half, I said, hey, I watch her mannerisms, how she interacts with people, how she deals with finance, things of that nature. After I've heavily vetted her, and I found that queen off my research and observation, and I married her, shit, it's no reason for me to do videos being a married man giving dating advice. It just doesn't fucking make sense to me. I mean, if you're doing it for proceeds, monetary reasons, okay. And that's it. If that's cool, whatever. But I don't know. It sounds kind of oxymoronic to me. Dating advice, coaching from a married guy. Either, like I said, either got to be practicing this shit with your wife's approval, or you're cheating, or you're just a snake, what they call them? A snake oil salesman or whatever. You're doing it for notoriety, which, okay. But that's, and it's not a jab at those guys, but shit, it's like, I don't get it, man. Like, if I met my queen, the last place I would be doing is on YouTube, talking about shit. But that's my video. A little something. That's all. Peace. Painless out.